I just want to put this out in the obvious. If you ask any questions about UFOs or people with abilities to do stuff that humans probably or will never ever get to reach in the future, that other people do actually have that ability to do, like lift up vehicles, move around, read people's minds, do shit that you think's not real that is possibly real that you don't know about. If you ever want to see anything like inside of a UFO, near UFO, a person with natural superhuman abilities or anything, you're never going to know it. You're never going to hear about it. You're never going to get to see it. If you do see it, it's only probably allowed by the government. Because if you, or whoever you are, human or non-human, superpowered or not, if you know any information about anything, the first thing that you get probably report about to the government is yourself, probably. You get a report about saying something. So, like, let's just say if I was able to do stuff that no other human possibly could ever do, not describing what that is, nor do I know what it is yet, but I know I'm able to do it, but just not physically able to do it. So it's like, let's just say a person was able to move a car without touching it, knowing that you say it's impossible and it's not fucking real. If it was and someone actually recorded it and it was legit and you couldn't debunk it, you couldn't do shit to it, but the shit was fucking real, okay? It was lit. I meant to say lit. It was legit real. You were so shocked that you didn't know what to do. It was so real, you couldn't even debunk it because there was nothing edited in that video. Nothing, no one, no computer, nothing edited. So legit video. The first thing YouTube or whoever the fuck does will contact the government, find that person, and then when they find out that it is proof that was legit, his ability to move cars without touching it, lift them, throw them, whatever, the government's going to take him in, or her in, whoever it is, take away their human rights soon as they grab them. If the parent ever tries to hide them, doesn't matter, they'll find them somewhere, somehow. They will take that person, they will erase his human rights without even letting you or anyone else know. Take their human rights away, take anything that is a right for them as a human to do. They will say, you're not a human of this world, we're taking all the rights that you would own as a human. So they'll take that from him, they'll put him up, and one way or other, they'll see what his ability is, they'll try to figure out what to make him mad or what to make him happy or whatever causes him to use his ability. After that, then somewhere, somehow at the end, they'll end up ending his life. They'll try to put it as if someone else did it or someone's going to do it or something happened to him or he did something like this and this is what happened. They're going to find some way to do it. Even if it is another superhuman being or not human person who decides to kill him. They will do it some way, somehow, to prove that he got killed by someone. Anyways, the point of that is he will die by them somewhere, somehow, and they will dissect him. Which I figure out what the word dissect means because I didn't understand it. So the word pretty much means is they're going to cut him up, and after they get done killing him somewhere, somehow, probably where you won't believe because he probably won't get stabbed. He probably won't get cut. Something will inside of him, like it's just, let's just say a human body. Let's just say someone was able to kill you from the inside without having to cut you open. Now that shit sounds unrealistic, but just think, not really think, but let's just say that's actually real, right? That's possible what they probably do to him. Somewhere, somehow, they'll find a way to kill him without showing it. Anyways, the point is they will dissect him to figure out what or why gives him, what or how. The words of pretty much it's hard to explain. Let's just say it that they're going to try to figure out how and what did he do to get this ability to move cars without doing a damn thing, without touching it, without even kicking it, without doing anything, but just looking at it and putting his hand up. How the fuck does he does it? They're going to try to figure it out. So they're going to dissect him, which pretty much cuts him open, look at his organs, his heart, his brain, whatever, and they're going to try to figure it out. On top of that, anyone, this is a warning for you people. I call it you people or just people who are not human. Listen, okay? And this is not just because of the president. This hasn't to do with no fucked up president. I don't give a fuck if Barack Obama was still the president. I don't give a fuck if Trump was still the president. I'll give two fucks even though Trump is still the president right now. But I don't give a fuck who the president is. That's the point is. Anything, it doesn't matter. Anything in this world, the famous person, the president, the celebrity, whatever, weekend. I don't give a fuck who it is. This is not about them. This is about people. People out in the real world who have to suffer the rights and the rules and shit. Just listen. Okay, and the people that are, or probably have abilities that be called not human or something. Anyways, people who have abilities to do stuff. It could be your close friend. It could be a family member. It could be a secret to your lover who don't tell you shit about the stuff he has, but the feelings and everything else. Listen, or her. Listen. Okay, look. Anybody, anywhere, any person you meet, any person you've gone to, any person you know for a fact they're not, but and secretly they are. They just never told you. You believe so goddamn hard. Like, you'll say this, my mother is not no fucking alien, or she is not no person who can move a car, or who can blow someone's mind, or who can read people's minds. She is not that, and I know that for a fact because I've been living with her and I was born. She created me. I was born. Okay, I've been with her my entire life. I know she's not. And then when she comes behind you and tells you, sorry, baby, I can't read people's mind and all that shit, and then you get blown. It's just like that shit. So listen, I know that's probably nobody would give a fuck. They probably won't. But one day, you'll have a family member, or you yourself will have an ability that you won't even know nothing about. Don't even know that you're even using it. And you'll be taken by the government, probably get killed by them somewhere, somehow. They will dissect you and you lose your life. To me, right now, I don't really have a life because my life is pretty much death. As you see, I've seen spirit shit. Like, you know, when you watch YouTube, you'll see stuff float around. I've seen that. I mean, obviously you'll see it on TV. But then in reality, one day I was with my mom, sitting on the couch, and I saw him myself. Now, people will say, oh, ghosts are fake. Bitch, go in a haunted house when there's a real ghost, not a wannabe haunted house. And when the bitch scratches the fuck out of you, attack you, or tries to possess you, I dare you to come over here and say, yo, that shit's fake. Because, bitch, you probably won't even be able to make it alive. Let alone be able to say anything right, or even comprehend anything. Like, your mind would be so fucked up, I don't even think you would understand what we're saying, what to do, how to move your arms, anything. You'd be so fucked up. So listen. Just saying this. If you want to see or hear anything that you've never seen before, it's never going to happen. So, because the government will prevent it. The president, I don't know what the fuck he'll do. I just know that who the hell ever prevents anyone seeing like the inside or the outside or what it actually looks like of a UFO or anything about a supernatural human or a human who has ability. First of all, you're never going to see a UFO up close or inside, like literally close where you can touch it with your bare fucking hands and go inside. You'll hear people do it, but you won't actually see a footage or a real video of it. You'll try to debunk it the best way you possibly can. You'll try to pull out like, yo, that shit's fake. I obviously know it's fake. Look at that shit's fake. You'll try to prove something and it's fake about it. Because you, in your reality, there's no such thing. It's not real. I don't give a fuck about it. I'm just going to find a way to prove, and if I can't, I'm just going to put something out there that probably no one else can prove but me, and say that it's fake, and that'll be evidence for them since they don't understand it, and they'll be like, okay, so it's fake, you know. But the point is, if you have abilities, don't show it to no one, no president. If you want to keep it to a family member, don't even show your family members, because they will turn your ass in no time, and you legit won't know it. I don't give a fuck. I legit don't give a fuck. And no one else would either give a fuck what you say. Because the first thing you show your parents, they're going to freak the fuck out, okay? And I already know this, okay, somewhat. And I'm not going to go in detail about me. But listen, they won't give a fuck, okay? The first thing that you do that's not in reality, like control their minds or read their minds, and they're able to see that, acknowledge it. I learned that word, acknowledge. But anyways, yeah, they're going to freak out. They're going to call the police on you. They're going to say, my son just read my motherfucking mind. Which then they think your parents are fucking crazy. So you already fucked up your family's minds. And you pretty much just fucked up. Your family probably get taken in. You get put in foster homes, group homes, mental hospitals, or whatever the hell you go. they'll take you in. They'll probably take you into the government first. Versus like, sir, and they'll try to ask you multiple questions. They'll figure out somehow, some way, you're reading their minds, whatever. The point is, don't show shit. If you want to find someone who has the same ability or does a separate thing than you, but it's pretty much similar. They're not pretty much human, you might as well say. But then some people will consider you still human, but that's not the point. The point is, if you're able to read people's minds, the other one's able to move cars or vehicles or anything that's metal, the point is, you have to find someone just like that. Because if you don't, and you start talking to normal people, I fucking hate humans, and I don't like normal people. That's why I'm talking to them. But anyways, if you talk to someone normal, the first thing they do is they're going to try to call the police or call someone, and they'll show proof of it. And when they do, your ass will get caught one way or the other. So don't show no one unless you know someone who can use an ability just like you or do anything that's not human that this world would probably consider not human. Don't show it unless it was someone like you. If someone like you who's been with the government, who you didn't know, but they had powers and they're with the government and they're trying to show you to capture people like you, hide. Do not show them shit. Cover yourself. And someone watching me? Okay, so I can't trust no one around here. Just make sure you hide and don't show yourself, okay? Because if you show yourself to any other normal person, the first thing they'll do is try to take you in, kill you, or sacrifice. They'll do something to you unspeakable, unimaginable, and you don't want to know about it, okay? I have a feeling someone's watching me. Yeah, someone's watching me. I have a feeling someone's watching me. The point is don't show humans normal. Just don't show normal people, okay? Don't show anyone anything. I know you defy this. You will say anything. You'll do anything, and you know that you can trust them. But trusting them is one thing, and showing them that something that's not supposed to be real to them. Okay, like moving cars, reading their motherfucking minds. Yeah, they trust you, but when that happens, yeah, then they'll freak the fuck out and run. Okay, it's just to them, it's normal. It's like when someone comes in the street and they pop out a gun on you, even though it's fake as shit, boom, you run. That's exactly what that is. Because your body's like, bitch, run or you're dead. Same way. You read their minds and you know exactly what they're saying, they'll freak the fuck out and run. Then they'll start calling people like, yo, this dude's reading my mind, or this dude actually told me to do something and my body did. Yes. So the point is, don't show no one nothing. Don't show no government. Don't show anything. Keep it secret. Now, if you do attempt to do it to anything, make sure you choose wisely on who and who and when you do it, okay? Because other than that, you'll get your ass killed. And this is what the fuck is that? Don't tell me they're putting out fake like metal fucking flies in this bitch. Make it look like a fly, and it's actually on the fucking wall staring at me. Fake ass fly. Okay, so pretty much, just to be honest with you guys, this shit what I just said was real. Just make sure even a tiny little fly or ant or anything could be an electronic that can come around. I know you won't believe this shit because you've never seen shit like that. Okay, doesn't mean because you didn't see it doesn't mean it's not real. Okay, so a fly, an insect, anything, a tick can be electronic as a camera to see, record, and anything. Okay, so watch out for shit like that. So make sure there's no any bugs, no any animals, or nothing in your house. If you do, or if you are something that's not normal, make sure you're like legit very careful on what you choose and wisely. Because if you don't, I don't know what would happen, but I'm pretty damn sure the government's into it. It doesn't matter if it's just America. It could be any country, so don't do it. Okay? Now, if you do attempt to do it, make sure you do it in an area where there's no one there. Because if you don't, you'll end up getting your ass killed. Also, stuff that's not from Earth who attempt to keep from coming down, while we call them UFOs, as unidentified flying objects, it's because there's no proof or no evidence as any human has touched it. And the reason why that is because the government won't allow it. And they probably made rights and rules for them too. Don't listen to this. This might be some faked up shit. What's that word? Blabbering? What do humans call it? Blabbering. Yeah, blabbering. On about. But, shit's real. Okay? So, listen up very closely. Anything that you think's not real could possibly be real. So, don't think it's not. Just because you haven't seen it or it has been proven or has been recorded or audioed or anything to you doesn't mean it's not real. And you're asking me, how do you know all this? Obviously, it smacked you in the face. I mean, you should have known this before I have. Okay, because I'm only 19 in this bitch. Oh yeah, and to point out, Blasphemous HD videos are fucking hilarious. His old ones, I'm putting out there, Blasphemous HD. Appreciate the videos you're putting out, but your newer ones, since you can't cuss or say anything right now, it makes it more lame. So I think you're going to lose your viewers and subscribers, just to put that out there. Me, I don't even YouTube a lot. This is the only reason I'm putting on YouTube right now. Is just see what happens, because it's just pretty much just see what happens. Because this is, I'm telling you the fucking truth, whether or not you believe it or not. But on top of that, I want to see if YouTube does something. Okay, so this is where I was going to put it on there. Yeah, and they will suspect it. So when they hear me say something about YouTube and YouTube trying to do something, they'll end up automatically know what I'm saying or try to prevent me from knowing. So, yeah. Anyways, don't show yourself. Hide yourself from somewhere. I'm not telling you where. I'm not going to put out what location. I don't give a fuck who's trying to do something. But keep in mind, if you have something you know or don't understand, you can go crazy, but don't go crazy where your loved ones or people that are friends to you. Because if you do, and people die, or like people close to you die, like people really, really close to you die. Like die. But that, just listen. Just listen, okay, look, don't use any ability or powers to someone. If you're not human and you camouflage yourself as human, make sure you stay that way when you're near anyone who is human. Because if you don't, people will go fucking crazy and lunatic. Probably getting their ass killed from the government or killed from someone. The reason why I'm saying the government right now is because from what I've heard or from somewhere, someone's been something about the government. And I'm not going to detail. Let's just say that I had a flashback of a person who ended up killing 3 people, technically 4. Well, he injured the 4th person, or she did, and she ended up killing 3. Now, them people that got killed were in some kind of woody area place. Now, it was a dream. It was me having a dream, but people say some dreams come true. Now, I don't really much believe that, but then again, I do. So it's kind of hard to tell. Okay, listen, so that, and then the other dream was when I pulled out, I don't know what these dreams about, or just, I don't know what they're about. So the other dream that I had was a person sitting in the chair. He opened his dresser drawer, and the first thing he flipped open was an envelope, or not envelope, dumbass, folder thing, whatever it is. Like, it's like a folder, but when you open it up, he had pictures, numbers, names, details, the whole identification of everything of one picture. But there had there was like a whole stack of pictures on there, body parts of people who that he cut off and sliced. Them people, I think, were giving me the answer to that they were dead and that they were not human, that they were human, they just had the ability to do stuff, and that the government has sliced them in pieces, or someone has, to experiment on them. I'm giving you a warning. This is the warning to people who have, okay, listen, these are the people, okay, can't even speak straight. Just listen. If you know that humans are normal, right? And you are able to do something that's not normal, keep in mind is to keep that to yourself. Don't show anyone, and definitely don't do it. Then again, if you want to use your ability or whatever the fuck you have to make it stronger, make sure you do it somewhere where no one can see. And if someone sees, I don't know what to tell you. You have the option on that table is in your hands. Okay? But the very last option I would tell you is to kill someone. That is the very last and only last final option I can tell you. Other than that, the tables turn on the side where you get to choose the option on what you do. I do not want you to kill no one. Then again, I don't have the option when it comes to your choice. You can erase their mind, you can do something. But then again, if you are or are not human, keep in mind is to keep to yourself and tell no one. On top of that, if you are able to do stuff that normal people are not supposed to do, keep in mind is to keep it to yourself. Because if you don't, and people get involved, then the government gets involved, or someone who's watching you gets involved. I don't believe the government watches you. Then again, I don't have evidence to prove they don't, or nor do they do. But I don't want to have evidence to prove other shit like them dissecting people who are able to do stuff that humans can't, like normal stuff, as into what I just described. Because let's just say a person who does get dissected by them, they try to make other people do it, but then again, they try to prevent it because they think of people dying from it. Okay, just point this out. I'm putting this out. Do not do anything that's not normal. One person has done something that's not normal. Then again, I don't know how he's famous, and I'm pretty damn sure he's with the government. But if not, I don't know what the hell his name is. Let's just say if you look up on YouTube a person who is able to stand in the air, who's very famous without having to hold anything and going, okay, now what the fuck that is? But let's just say someone like him or him himself or something is the person who believed in something, supposedly called